Connecticut, what's going on? We are down here in New Haven visiting with a local musician who has dedicated his life to teaching the world about blues legend Robert Johnson. That musician is Mr. Rocky Lawrence. Rocky, how you doing today?
Not bad, not bad. Yourself?
Doing all right. So, as a blues fan, I can understand why you would want to teach the world about Robert Johnson. For those who are not maybe as schooled in the blues, why don't you give us a little background on why you came to the doorstep of Robert Johnson?
Well, I probably came to Robert Johnson the same way a lot of other people did, and primarily growing up in suburbia, late 60s, early 70s, I heard a lot of British blues rock, Led Zeppelin, Savoy Brown, Eric Clapton, various other folks. And I was trying to learn. I was a young man, and I got that led me probably to Muddy Waters, and I got to meet and know and perform with Muddy Waters on several occasions. And I asked him, well, who did he listen to? And he said, well, one of the people he told me to listen to was Robert Johnson. He said he got a lot of stuff from Robert Johnson in Son House. So I took his good advice and bought my first Robert Johnson record. Back then they were still vinyl, and little by little Robert Johnson just kind of overtook me and led me into the world of the blues.
Folks, if Muddy Waters tells you to listen to something, you better damn well listen to it. Tell us a little bit about what you have planned for the future and how you're going to bring Robert Johnson, because you go out and do speaking engagements as well about Robert Johnson, correct?
Yeah, I do what they call performance lectures. Yale University several years ago sent me to all the libraries, the public libraries in the town of New Haven, which I think I went to about 7 or 8 libraries in a week, and got to play Robert Johnson for children like that age.
Nice.
And it's just incredible because they have no preconceived notions. And just to watch the light bulbs go off and they get it, and that's the whole thing. If you're exposed to it and you hear it, you'll more than likely like it. And I've gone to universities. I've given performance lectures in Europe. Who they're all ravenous Robert Johnson fans in Europe and in South America and Brazil, where I've played many times. To Robert Johnson. He's given credit in American history for being the inventor or grandfather of rock and roll. Excuse me. People, for the better part of their lives, have heard Robert Johnson songs and don't know who the man is, or even what the blues is. But when a while back, people would ask me, what kind of music you play? And I'd say, the Levi's commercial, I play music like that. And they go, oh, I love that stuff. But they have no idea. And I followed her to the station with a suitcase in my hand. And I followed her to the station with a suitcase in my hand. Well, hard to tell, when all your love's in vain, all my love in vain. When the train rode up to the station, I looked her in the eye. When the train rode up to the station, I looked her in the eye. Well, I was lonesome, I felt so lonesome that I could not help from crying. All my love in vain. When the train, it left the station with 2 lights on behind. When the train, it left the station with 2 lights on behind.
baby, and the red light was my mind. All my love in vain.
One of the things we love more than anything on this show and at the CT is live original music. Check out this list of upcoming shows that are CHIP approved. Stay tuned, because when we come back, we're going back to New Haven to meet up with indie rock eccentrics MT Barrington.